Can you truly prevent falls simply by changing how you walk? Absolutely. If you're over 65, statistics tell us there's a 1 in 4 chance you'll experience a fall this year. That's a stark reality. But here's the empowering truth. Your walking technique is the key to staying upright and independent. Today, we're going to explore how seniors can prevent falls with every step, breaking down the mechanics into simple, actionable steps. We will replace fear with knowledge and replace hesitation with confidence. Many of us, as we age, find ourselves facing the daunting statistics. 1 in 4 seniors over 65 experience a fall each year. That's a number that can fill anyone with worry. But here's the truth. Falls are not an inevitable part of aging. They are often preventable, and your walking technique plays a crucial role. Think of it like this. Have you ever tried to walk through a crowded room carrying a tray full of glasses? You wouldn't shuffle your feet, would you? You'd lift them high, take deliberate steps, and keep your balance. That's the same awareness we need when we walk every day. But sometimes, we fall into habits that make us unsteady. We start shuffling, like we're dragging our feet through sand. Or we take tiny, hurried steps, like we're afraid to touch the ground. And we forget to swing our arms, like we're carrying invisible weights. These habits, while seemingly harmless, can significantly increase our risk of falling. Let's start with the foundation, posture. Imagine you're a tall, graceful tree reaching towards the sky. Stand tall, shoulders relaxed, head held high. Think of a gentle string pulling you upwards from the crown of your head. This isn't about being stiff, it's about alignment. I remember my dear friend, Rose, a former ballet dancer. She always emphasized the importance of posture, saying, "It's not just about looking elegant, it's about feeling grounded. When you slouch, your center of gravity shifts forward, making you unstable. It's like trying to balance a stack of books on a wobbly table. But when you stand tall, you create a stable base, a solid foundation for every step." Now, let's talk about arm movement. Imagine you're conducting an orchestra, your arms moving in a rhythmic, flowing motion. As your right leg moves forward, your left arm should swing forward, and vice versa. This isn't just a casual motion, it's a vital balancing mechanism. Think of it like this. When your leg moves forward, it momentarily shifts your balance. Your opposite arm swing counteracts this, keeping you steady. It's like having built-in stabilizers, keeping you from tipping over. I once saw a gentleman, Mr. Thompson, who walked with his arms stiff at his sides. He'd say, "I don't want to look like I'm in a hurry." But by keeping his arms still, he was compromising his balance. Once he started incorporating a natural arm swing, he noticed a dramatic improvement in his stability. Now, let's focus on the feet and legs. Walking can be broken down into 2 phases. The stance phase, when your foot is on the ground, and the swing phase, when your leg moves forward. One foot should always be in contact with the ground, providing stability. It's like a continuous dance, a constant transfer of weight. The stance phase begins with heel strike. Your heel makes the initial contact with the ground. This is crucial. A common problem is toe strike or shuffling, where your toes hit first. This reduces ground clearance, making you more likely to trip. Imagine you're walking through a field of tall grass. With a heel strike, you can lift your foot high enough to clear the grass. With a toe strike, you're more likely to stumble. I had a client, Mrs. Johnson, who was always shuffling. She'd say, "I'm just trying to take small steps." But those small steps were putting her at risk. We worked on consciously landing heel first, and she noticed a significant improvement in her balance. Think of it as a deliberate planting of your heel, like you're anchoring yourself to the ground. As your foot flattens, weight shift occurs. Your body's weight shifts onto the standing leg. This is essential for balance. It's like shifting your weight from one foot to the other on a seesaw. Many seniors gradually reduce their weight shift, leading to a wide base gait. I remember a gentleman, Mr. Peterson, who walked with his feet far apart. He'd say, "I feel more stable this way." But by not fully shifting his weight, he was actually making himself more vulnerable. Proper weight shift allows you to walk with your feet in tandem, one foot directly in front of the other. It's like walking on a narrow path, forcing you to engage your core muscles and improve your stability. Think of it like this. When you walk with your feet wide apart, you're creating a wider base of support, but it's a less stable one. When you walk in tandem, you're creating a narrower, more agile base, allowing you to react quickly to changes in terrain. It's like a dancer, light on their feet, ready to move in any direction. Now, let's talk about practical exercises. To improve heel strike, practice walking with deliberate steps, focusing on landing heel first. Imagine you're walking on a sandy beach, leaving clear heel prints in the sand. To improve weight shift, practice single leg stance. Stand near a sturdy surface, lift one leg, and hold for a few seconds. Repeat on each side. Think of it as practicing your balance on one foot, like a flamingo. For tandem walking, practice walking heel to toe along a line or use a balance beam if available. Imagine you're walking on a tightrope, focusing on each step. Remember, consistency is key. Even a few minutes of practice each day can make a significant difference. And don't hesitate to use assistive devices like canes or walkers if needed. They're tools to enhance your mobility, not symbols of weakness. Think of them as your walking partners, supporting you on your journey. I know many seniors resist using assistive devices. They might think, I don't need a cane, or I'm not that old. But imagine you're going on a long hike. You wouldn't hesitate to use a walking stick, would you? It provides support, stability, and allows you to enjoy the journey. Assistive devices are the same. They empower you to walk with confidence and safety. The biggest enemy of balance and mobility is inactivity. By staying active and walking correctly, you're taking control of your health and independence. Remember, you have the power to walk safely and confidently. It's not about avoiding falls. It's about embracing life fully and fearlessly. It's about rediscovering the joy of a leisurely stroll, the pleasure of a walk in the park, the simple satisfaction of moving freely and confidently. Now, let's talk about your environment. It's like preparing the stage for a performance. You wouldn't want clutter or obstacles on the stage, would you? Similarly, you need to create a safe environment for your walks. Look for potential hazards, such as uneven sidewalks, loose rugs, or clutter on the floor. Make sure your home is well lit, especially at night. I remember visiting my neighbor, Mr. Davis, who had a beautiful garden, but he often tripped over his garden hose or tools left on the path. We worked together to clear the clutter, creating a safe and enjoyable space for him to walk. When walking outdoors, choose well-lit paths and avoid uneven surfaces if possible. Wear supportive shoes with good traction and use a cane or walker if needed. It's like choosing the right shoes for a hike. You want to be prepared and comfortable. Fall prevention isn't just about physical exercise. It's about a holistic approach to your health. It's like creating a symphony where all the instruments play in harmony. A balanced diet, adequate sleep, and stress management are all essential. Ensure you're getting enough calcium and vitamin D for strong bones, and prioritize restful sleep to improve your balance and coordination. Practice mindfulness or meditation to reduce stress and anxiety, which can also affect your stability. Think of it like this. Your body is a garden, and you need to nurture it with the right nutrients, rest, and care. I remember a group of seniors I worked with who started a weekly walking club. They not only improved their physical health, but also their social connections. They found joy in walking together, sharing stories, and supporting each other. That sense of community is invaluable. It's like planting seeds of friendship and watching them bloom. You have the power to walk safely and confidently. Every step you take is a step towards a healthier, more independent you. Don't let fear hold you back. Embrace the journey and walk strong. Remember, you are capable, you are resilient, and you are valued. Your steps matter.